And hello, Nation. Welcome, everybody. And it has been a while. I forgot how to do my setup. Here we go. Here we go with Latchkuuuuuuuum. And hello, Orville Nation. Latchkuuuuuuuum is back. Good to see everybody. It has been way too long. I forgot to do all the little things that I do for setting up properly. I didn't do it right, so I took a few more minutes. Let's see. Oh, there's a lot of people. Welcome everybody in the chat. Let's say hello to everybody. Todd Lehman is praising Avis. Welcome, Todd. Hello, Jonathan Myers. Good to see you. Yeah, that's that we have no response from that, Jonathan. I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you in private about if you want. But we have no response from that. So not at the time being. Philip Gaming, good to see you, Philip. And Philip, we hope to have Philip here soon with us to talk some krill stuff, hopefully. You guys of course know that Philip was in not only in season 1 but in season 3, so he's gonna have to fill us in, and we got to set up a time to talk to Philip. Good to see you, Elihu. Good to see you. A tribute to Charlie Burke. Cool. Oh, I think I saw that. Nice job, Elihu. I think it's the one I saw. Yeah, so check that out, guys. Check out Elihu's thing. Guys, do not forget to put in your channels. Please go ahead and put in your channels. Maria is singing. What is she singing? Well, I'd like to find out what she's singing. Maria, do you want to send me an audio? Can you send me an audio to my phone, maybe, and tell us what you're singing? Hello, Douchebag Kylo. Good to see you. Hail, Douchebag Kylo. Hello, Medallion. Good to see you. Bring out your dead. Oh, man. Oh, those movies bring back memories, don't they? Good to see you, Medallion. Captain Trek. Captain Fandom Nerd. Good to see you. Sorry, dude. Good to see you, Captain Fandom Nerd. And hello, John DeMarco. John DeMarco is there. I'm assuming he's hanging out with all the Luminites near his studio, and it's good to see you, John DeMarco. And LDG is lurking in the background. He's watching us. LDG is watching us. And who else? We saw Jessica. Hello, Jessica Castillo. Good to see you. Excited for spooky Latchkuuuuuuums. Yes, I think next time will be more spooky. But today it's good. We just need to get back on the wagon today. Hello, Mr. Lundell. Good to see you. Good to see you, Mr. Lundell. Hip hip hooray, tally ho. Good to see everyone in here, guys. Let's see. Let's make sure up. Okay. And hello, Galinda. Good to see you, Galinda. And Nate. Good to see you, Nate. Good to see all of you, my friends. Excuse me. Let's take care let's take care of everybody. Everybody, just make sure you have your your best aged upsada on hand. I have here. I have here a glass of. Oh, there you are. A glass of 5-year aged upsada. Yeah. Wow. It's actually five. It's five. By the way, it's it's 5 Mocklin years, not 5 Earth years. Mocklin years are a little bit longer than Mocklin Earth years. So it's had 5 Mocklin years aged on Mocklis, imported. Got it a few days ago. So cheers, guys, and hello, bird of prey, kapla bird. Um, good to see you, my friend. So cheers, guys, to let's see if anybody. Excellent upsada. Excellent, excellent. And of course, guys, it does come out, so don't drink too much. 9 years is better. Dance on that like button. Dance on that like. That's a very Maria. That's like a very stripper comment. Dance on the like button. Dance on that like button. Throw PJ a dollar bill. Throw him some singles and dance on that like button. Funny Maria. 9 years is a perfect duration. 5 years might put you in the sick house in the hospital. Morville, yes, guys, Morville, and we'll talk about opinions about what you guys think is going on with the Orville. I'm sure there's a lot of opinions out there. Upsada stomach flu. BBO later. Okay. See you later. That's funny. See you later, douchebag. Oh, fucking Captain Fandom Nerd actually threw us $1. Oh, damn. So thank you, my friend. Good to see you, Captain Fandom Nerd. Thanks. Captain Fandom Nerd actually threw us $1. Cheers, Captain Fandom Nerd. And guys, if you have not subbed to Captain Fandom Nerd, Dega, hold on. We're gonna put up Captain Fandom Nerd. Dega, I know you got your upsada right next to you. I know you're drinking with me. I know you're drinking aged upsada tonight. Let's see. Captain Fandom Nerd. I have not caught you streaming in a while, by the way, my friend. And if you guys have not subbed to Captain Fandom Nerd, you do, because he's almost to 1,000, and we need to get him there already. That's Cap's channel. Make sure you guys are subbed to Captain Fandom Nerd. And that thumbs up is not a seat. That's a question. That thumbs up is not a seat, says Elihu. Ouch. I'm seriously impressed with the most recent trailer by Tom Costantino. Yes. He is back on it. We got to check that out. We're going to check that out. Yes, let's go, my friend. I would give money to keep clothes on. Nate will give me money to keep my clothes on. All right. So, Maria, cheers to you, PJ. Keep the fires burning. I'm dancing. Could involve a poll. Oh, it could involve a poll. Oh, Maria, don't do that to us. Seriously, don't do that to us. It leaves a lot to the imagination. Our imaginations can run wild. 12 times now. Yeah, we're gonna check that out. And by the way, before I that's Captain's channel, guys. Captain Fandom Nerd, formerly known Captain Trek, but he's so fed up with Trek, he couldn't take it anymore. He couldn't Trek it anymore. The Isaac outfit with the tassels. Funny, Jessica. um, it used to fit me. Probably doesn't fit me now. That Isaac, those one of those Kalon outfits. Um, Giggity. Thank you, Maria. Guys, maybe she'll fill us in on what the heck is going on at Maria's house at Tiantelli Studios Productions right now. I wonder what is going on there. Alrighty. By the way, guys, it's good to see everybody here. Thank you for joining. By the way, guys, if you remember, remember to say hi to happy birthday to friend of the channel. Where is he? It's a birthday. It's Chris Judge's birthday today. Make sure you say hi to him from Stargate. And Chris gave us a shout out once. Where's the shout out? Where's the Christopher Judge shout out? Let's see. I wish I could do this full time. If I could do this full time, man, we would be doing crazy stuff. Let's see. Where is Chris Judge? There he is. Let's see. Where is Chris's shout out to us? 1 second. All right, here we go. This is Chris when he shouted out to us.
Hey, it's Chris Judge.
You can tell he's got like kind of like a sore throat. He's got his voice is up. But well, let me just play it. It's very short.
Hey, it's Chris Judge, and I want to give a shout out to PJ, Orville Nation. Remember, support Joe Molassi's December 6th Twitter storm. Do I think you can get me back as Teal'c soon? What is your interpretation of soon? Indeed.
So so that was a while ago, and that was one of the Twitter storms that Joe Malazzi was doing for Stargate, and Dega, thank you, my friend. You didn't have to do that. I ain't dancing, but supporting my friend in a more tolerable way for me than everyone else. So I guess Adega is not hitting the Upsada tonight. But thank you, my friend. Cheers. Cheers, Adega. And Adega has been busy though. Hold on 1 second. If you guys have not seen the amazing, he's been publishing. Adega has been publishing, and this is what? Sorry, we couldn't find it. What's this? Okay, here we go. This is a link to Adega's stuff, the Blood Witch, Evolution. What else is that? Children of the Directive. He has been going crazy. And don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if you see Don't be surprised if you see Adega's stuff on the big screen at some point, guys. Let's see. This is Adega's. This is Adega's Amazon link. So make sure you check it out. Make sure you go ahead and test out test out one of Adega's science fiction projects. Go ahead and buy a book. It's the best way to support Adega. You'll also have a lot of fun, and you'll also be exposed to some very high quality science fiction, and you will be able to read stuff before somebody goes ahead and puts it on the big screen. And you'll be like, oh, the book was good, the movie was good, or the series was good, but the book was great, or it was just as good. So thank you, Dega. Let's see. Alrighty, guys. Let's do some. I don't have an actual physical Latchkuuuuuuuum today, but let's see. That's Adega's stuff. Hello, Kai. Good to see you. Hello, Time Prophet. Good to see all of you guys. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. That is Tris Judge's Twitter. Thank you, Elihu. Thank you, Elihu. So, guys, now let's we're going to take a look at some Orville stuff, and want to see the new trailer that Tom put together, and there's a lot of theories. There's a lot of ideas about why we haven't heard anything from Orville, from Renewal yet. I think that if you are a company like Hulu, Disney, I think that it has a lot to do. It has a lot to do with what the announcement has a lot to do with what else they have going on, and of course they have Andor going on. They have She-Hulk going on. They have a lot going on right now. So, hello, Landislau. Good to see you. And Engage Quantum Drive. Hello, JR99. Good to see you all. Thank you for joining us, guys. And Kai, motherfucker, sexy Kai. All righty. So I want to hear your thoughts. What do you guys think? Does anybody have any? What do you guys think? Why the Orville has not been renewed yet? And I asked this in the context. I actually think it's a no-brainer that the Orville should be renewed. If you look at the other stuff that Disney, Hulu have going on, it's insane not to renew the Orville. I don't want to knock anybody, but many of us have been watching Andor, for example. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not giving a critique about Andor, but never would you spend episode after episode after episode of the Orville just waiting for something to happen. Never. It's like unheard of in the writing of the Orville that you would just prolong and stretch out a story. Granted, the storytelling format is different. There's one long story arc for the whole Andor season, but we do have to be realistic and appreciate what the Orville is. It's very high quality. It's certainly higher quality than Lucasfilm, and a lot of other stuff out there. Most of the stuff out there, actually. So it's a matter of time before it gets renewed. Now, if you guys want to throw in ideas, let's hear some ideas. Why do you guys think maybe it's not getting renewed yet? Maybe Andor has to finish. Who knows? All right, JRC, good to see you. Landis says Adega. I'm sorry, Todd. Landislau. I think the ratings are kind of on that line, a bit below what they want, but with some help could be pushed over. So they are still testing to see interest after the season ended. You know, yeah, that makes sense, Medallion. Um, that makes sense. At the same time, um, I don't know, like how much. I mean, how much marketing was behind the Orville? Um, I don't think. I don't think. To be honest, I don't think that. I don't know. I think more. There's more marketing behind Star Wars. Um, um, what do you guys? Thank you, Medallion, for sharing that. Um, yeah, I mean, maybe it's below by what they want. You know, the thing is too that, um, Disney, Hulu, or if the Orville's really going to be part of the family, then they're going to have to embrace it and support it in a way that's that makes sense. Um, why is Bob Chapek afraid to pull the trigger on Orville season 4? Star Wars and Marvel are looking miserable right now. Disney needs a clear win. The Orville is, yeah, and one of the possibilities, Nate, there is that the Orville. Listen, the renewal of the Orville is a sure win, is a sure public relations win for Disney. Um, Maybe they're just saving it for when they need it in the next few months. Maybe they're not 100% sure about the reaction to the new Star Wars stuff. Maybe they need a sure win. Renewal of the announcement of the renewal of the Orville is a sure win for Disney. Slam dunk. It's good for public relations. Yeah, guys, thank you. One of the best helps that you guys can give, even better than super chatting. One of the best helps you guys can give is sharing out the stream. So thank you, Maria. Um, who Disney waiting to see how profitable Marvel will be? Yeah, basically, yeah, they're waiting to see how other stuff does, and the announcement of the Orville is always it's just an ace up your sleeve, because whenever whenever they go ahead and announce it, it's going to be a public relations shot in the arm. Really, I mean, that's my opinion. Then it's kind of what Elihu's saying too. Disney doesn't know what to do with it yet. You know, Adega, you might be right, and like Medallion was hinting too. Like, and maybe that's the reality of the situation. Maybe they don't just know how to handle it, but Orville is such a good fit. I mean, is it just me? Is it just me, or doesn't don't you guys see? Don't you guys see like an even like down the road? Don't you guys even see like an Orville exhibit at Disney World? I mean, don't you like it's a very family friendly show. It's way less boring than current Lucasfilm output. It is you might like an episode more or less, but you are not going to be bored with the Orville. And forgive me for stressing the term bored lately. But Medallion says, I'm watching Andor. I love it so far. There are some good things about Andor. I listen. The idea about Andor, I think, is good. My problem with Andor is that what I thought were 6 episodes would probably could have been 4. That's my perception. There's a lot of people who are. But I do think Medallion. They're right. There are some really great ideas in Andor. Finally, we see Coruscant, for example. We see Mon Mothma. There is so much potential there. My fear is that for this, sometimes Lucasfilm seems to be stretching out story in this new Disney Star Wars model. And Seth's the Seth's the creator, and he's got Ted. They're trying to get it off the blocks. So I imagine he's had time taken away to do that. It takes away Gordon and Lucille as well. Um, yeah. But you know what? They're taken away, but they're still working on Team Seth, basically. So it's more like they're being kept busy. Meanwhile, um, but I understand what you're saying, Jessica. Um, Andor is interesting, but it can't hold a candle to Orville, in my view. No, it can't. Absolutely cannot. They can do great things with it. I'd love to see where they can go with it. It's got a lot of potential, but yeah, it's not. It's no Orville for sure. Um, and yeah, of course, we're all going to be biased here towards the Orville. It's not in the history of the Orville to be delayed, but there is a history of Seth being canceled and uncanceled. Yeah. Um, I'm not. You know, I gotta be. I gotta be completely honest. I am not one bit worried about the Orville. I am not. I am less worried than ever about the Orville. Season 3 was a success. It was an overwhelming success. I mean, if you there are episodes. I mean, there are episodes in season 3 that are downright some of the best science fiction television we've seen in a very very long time. Um, and it runs circles around um, a lot of stuff that's out there. um, hey, Jim, good to see you. There is a lot. Yeah, there is a lot going on. There is a lot going on. I think Disney is thinking renewal, but is waiting on viewership numbers, so you know how much money to throw at it. Yeah, I do think that. See, that's a good assessment, Todd. Um, how much money do we give Seth? They're thinking. How much money do we give Seth to go ahead and do the Orville? Um, and obviously, probably Seth wants he wants a certain amount to make sure he can deliver a good product, of course. Hello, David. Good to see you. Good evening, afternoon, everybody. Hello. I haven't watched anything Disney Star Wars ever again. Obi-Wan series killed the Disney Star Wars fan in me, and Marvel is not looking good. Needs a win, and the Orville is that. Uh, the Orville is that win. Absolutely. I gotta say, listen, if how how Andor evolves from here on out is going to say a lot about what they do from here on out. You can argue that if they're setting up this, they're you can argue that the first couple of episodes of Andor were setting up, and episode 6 moved along very well. Of course, it was expected that finally, when the content in episode 6 rolled around, you would expect it to roll around well. But if the first 4 or 5 episodes of Andor are just considered a proper setup for everything that's going on, and it moves along in a healthier way, then that's okay. We'll see where they go from here. A lot of people were surprised. Were surprised to know the Orville came back. They thought it was canceled. Yeah, yeah, you're right, Medallion. A lot of people were like, yeah. A lot of people were um, were surprised to hear it. By the way, one of the things I see on Twitter every day, more and more, more and more, since it was put on Disney Plus, there's been so many people discovering the Orville, and you see it, and people are like, why didn't the people are saying constantly, why didn't somebody tell me to watch this earlier? Um, and and I think that I think that I think that Disney has to realize that there's been a lot of people who are just being introduced to it now, and they're blown away by it. So there's so many people out there who are left who we still need to introduce the Orville to. I think it's all good timing. Maybe they're trying to see if they can go head to head with some Kurtzman Trek. They freaking blow Kurtzman Trek out of the water. Now that being said, I think Terry Matalas, who was on paper showrunner for Picard season 2, but he really wasn't. And I think he deserves. I think Terry Metalis deserves a fair shot. I think we need to. Fans need to give Terry Metalis a shot, and just watch season 3 objectively. And there is, especially in our little corner of the, well, it's not such a little corner, in the greater nerddom, the fandom of the nerddom that we are in. There's a lot of people who want to see Kurtzman out. One of the things, and I almost don't want to say this openly, but I do want to ask people to consider this, considering Terry Metalis. If you guys want change, at some point change will have to come. Maybe this is the change. Maybe Terry Metalis is the change in Star Trek. And even though he's still technically under the Kurtzman umbrella, and he bit the bullet with season 2 of Picard, he did work under Berman. He worked with some of the people who were on the Orville on Enterprise, and he worked in Voyager and Enterprise. And I think that he is finally going to be allowed to make, in season 3, it seems like he's going to be allowed to make what he pretty much wanted to make. And if you look at some of the comments by Jonathan Frakes, there's one tweet in particular that says it kind of hints as this being kind of just the beginning. And maybe don't be surprised if this is the last season of Picard and Patrick Stewart is out. And even who knows, they might even kill him off. Picard off, and the Next Generation crew is ready to begin their journey, or continue their journey. Who knows? Maybe it's TNG season 8. Okay. The reason Marvel shows are making money is because people are watching it and complaining about it. It's been complaining about it. Listen, the She-Hulk thing, I just think the She-Hulk show has its audience. I don't think we should be overly critical of the She-Hulk. I think it has its audience, its intended audience. It's not for everybody. So, thank you, Maria. Thank you. Maria is my best marketing. Maria's greatest cheerleader in the corner we could have. Thank you, Maria. Make sure you guys, by the way, really quick, if you guys haven't watched Maria's gearing up for Halloween, and she did a great video on pumpkin carving, and she actually got Mama Telly to join her. So this is the link for the pumpkin carving, this is the link for the pumpkin carving, and you're gonna want to. I think I just heard Mama Telly. I'm looking for the link, and I think I just heard Mama Telly tell Maria, warn Maria. I think she just warned Maria to be careful with it, talking. Whoops, wait, I got the link wrong. Oh, wait a second. Let's just.
Well, we didn't like to go in, but they made Mom and my stepfather made it. We had to stay there.
Oh gosh.
Wait a second. Where is it?
Oh, so this was a little shed by the house that you were staying at?
So this is Maria.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I remember, Mom, and I don't know if I told you this when I was
and you're gonna
when it happened.
This is the final product. Very cool. So join Maria's channel for some spooky Halloween stuff.
There it is. There is everybody. I still have to finish a little bit, clean it up some, but wanted to get this out and completed so you could see what it looks like.
And of course, Tea Telly is our sister channel, and you guys want to sub to that. And what I was saying before, I just heard for a split second. I can't hear it now, but Mama warning Maria not to talk and carve at the same time. Very funny. All right, let's see. Disney Hulu may also be trying to decide whether to renew. That is a good point, Todd. How much how much money are we giving Seth? Is Disney thinking maybe? How much money are we going to give Seth? And how many seasons do we want? Is that what they're thinking? Yeah, that's a good point. Watch She-Hulk finale. I haven't watched it. I thought it went okay, in my opinion. The story kind of reminded me of Newhart's series finale in 1990. Really interesting. Orville exhibits at Disney World and at least 3 movies. Yes, Mr. Lundell. Yes, I totally agree. Orville exhibits and 3 movies. But we still want a lot more television though too, because the television provides there is so much you can do in television. I do believe that the Orville is so popular and the quality that it can wait. It can wait. And actually, another thing they might be thinking too, by the way, is Orville fans have waited 3 years. This wait is nothing for them, which is kind of it's a little sadistic, but yeah, it's true though. It is nothing. I don't follow the complaints of it being boring. It may be a bit slow, but I also enjoyed a well-made show that takes its time. Star Wars has nothing like that, and that is a great point, Medallion. And like I was saying before, if they if this is their great setup that they had been, and it pays off, then yeah, it is definitely by far some of the most promising. Even though I know a lot of people in our fandom are there's several people very frustrated. I know several people very frustrated. But I do think that like Medallion says, it has some of Star Wars' greatest potential. Not only will Disney get sci-fi fans, they will specifically get Star Trek fans, and that is a mark until now. Disney, yeah. This is actually, Nate, this is a great point. Disney had no access to. Yeah. Basically, it's like Disney has its equivalent to Trek, and it never had it, right? And this is why this is one of the reasons it's a no-brainer. They have to do it. They cannot not do it. We also know that there's been a lot. Well, it's not just rumors. I know for a fact that CBS, one of the longtime concerns at CBS was that Disney would have something to match up with Star Trek at some point. Instead of the entire series being a dream sequence like Newhart, She-Hulk instead did a Matrix-style fourth wall break. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, cool. Thank you, David. Interesting. I'm still waiting for the VFX artist to receive an Emmy. Well, I think the VFX crew is getting Emmys, right? When is that? You're referring to the Orville crew, right? Is Orville considered a Disney show even though it's still produced at Fox Studios? Well, it's well, I don't know. It's just all one big family now, isn't it? So I mean, it kind of is, right? With its Fox identity. Well, it's Fox/Hulu identity, right? Give Seth a minimum of 1.3 million per episode. Yeah, he probably wants more than that. But again, these guys have worked their magic with so much, with much less than other shows. Classic Trek fans and new Trek fans both like the Orville. It's the one they can agree on. It is. It is. I've set a wedding date. Oh, congratulations! I have not seen that. That's great. Jack and AVP. Wow, who saw that coming? Congratulations to the both of them. Wow. People pairing up in the fandom. They won't be going head to head with Kurtzman. Trek. Orville is way above its. It's almost not a fair fight. It is not. It is not a fair fight. Well said, Medallion. Absolutely, it is not. The fans or might be some of the same fans, but it's not a fair fight. Hey, superfan Adam, good to see you. Superfan Adam and all his puppies. Good to see you, my friend. Been a while. Good to see you. I've been following Robert Meyer Burnett's praise for season 3 of Star Trek Picard. He even had him on his show. He did. He had what? Terry on the show? I didn't see that. I'm still not sold on season 3 trailers, says Medallion. Okay. So Medallion is cautious about season 3. I think it's interesting. Yeah, Terry Metalis has had contacts with like especially with Popcast guys and Robert Meyer Burnett. We're probably going to try to get him on here. If that's a possibility, we'd like to ask him to join us one day. See where that goes. Because I do think I do want to see. We'll see where that goes. Captain Picard is already dead. He's a wind-up automaton. Yeah, he is kind of. Yeah. I will have to get the Orville New Horizons on DVD. But I still buy Star Trek Discovery Season 4 on Blu-ray on Tuesday. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know Jonathan's been waiting for that. And he's also waiting on he's also waiting on the Orville Season 3. So we'll see. Whenever we find out about that, Jonathan, we will cover it. I have not heard anything. PJ reminds me of BOP5. Always starts late and always behind in the live chat. Yeah, he's not just a robot, he's a bad robot. No, she is terrible. MCU's Batwoman. Oh, ouch. A bad robot is secret. I know. Ouch. Hey, Chief Cook, good to see you. Guys, don't forget, that is Maria's channel. That is Captain Fandom Nerd's channel. Good to see all of you. I thought they killed up Picard. This is a Picard bot. Hey, Eric, good to see you. Base God, Eric, my good friend Eric. It's good to see you. Captain Spire, thank you, Captain Spire. It's thank you for the super chat. Good to see you, sir. It's been a great day celebrating another year of God's given me, and look forward to autumn. How have you been? It's good to see you, Captain Spire. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. And it's a beautiful day. It was a beautiful autumn day here on the East Coast, and I'm not sure where you are, but thank you so much for the super chat, Captain Spire, and good to see you. Yeah, it's been a while. Thank you. Resolute, good to see you, Resolute. Resolute, I know I've been saying this for a long time, but I got good news for you this week. I will be in touch. Good to see you, Resolute. Guys, don't forget to put in your channels. Resolute, put in your channel. Make sure you are sub to each other, guys. We grow together. It is the concept of networking that we have in our community. Surpass Star Trek, at least modern Trek, for sure. I think Disney will buy Star Trek in the future. Wow, that's interesting. That would be interesting. Comment by Chief Cook. Or might somebody else get their hands on it before Disney? What do you guys think? There is no Fox Studios, really. It's Disney, says Eric. Hello, Doc Civil. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Hey, guys, I hope you don't mind me promoting my Orville anime. No, absolutely not. Yes, please do, Doc Civil. Thank you for this is the place to do it. Feel free, guys. Don't forget. Don't forget to sub to Doc Civil. And thank you for sharing, everybody, guys. Everybody, put in your channels. This is our community, guys. So this is where we share our content with each other, and we sub to each other, and we all grow together. So yes, please check out Doc Civil's stuff. Great stuff, guys. Let's go check out. Let me just catch up real quick. Did he get something wrong? Like a tenth of the budget they gave their Rings of Power? They will. Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not crazy about. I'm watching them both, Rings of Power and House of Dragon. It is something that I enjoy, by the way, but I seriously prefer like pure science fiction, like future science fiction stuff. Need chocolate. Yeah, go get some chocolate, Ahu. I don't want to get. Let's see. I can put up put it up without sound. I can put it up without sound. We can put it up in the background. And where's Doc Civil's stuff? Damn, I gotta catch up. All right, there it is. So, great stuff, guys. Okay. There we go. All right, so I will put it up in the background, and so you guys can check it out and make sure you are subbing to Doc Civil. Great work. All right. Thank you for the suggestion. He was. Okay, thanks, Medallion. I didn't see that. Okay. No way I'd ever watch Picard again. This is Eric. Again, I really think that the intention, not for Patrick Stewart, but the intention for the rest of the crew is to start them on a new adventure. The rest of the TNG crew, I think, or most of them. Hello, John. Good to see you. I know. I have just come to the conclusion that alerts don't work. I never get them. To be honest. Hello, Sandra. Good to see you. We've been lurking while getting ready to go on a conference tomorrow. Raymond and I wish you a great night. Hope to see you. On Sunday on Raymond's stream. Yeah, there's a stream coming. If you have the link directly to that stream, can you put it in, Sandra? Yes. Raymond has an important stream coming up on Sunday. Picard seems to soft reboot every season. It's kind of pathetic. Season 2 was just wow. It was wow. It was not good. Yeah, pretty much rained here too. Nate. The Orville community is just so positive and wholesome and supportive. It's a great place to be. It is, Landislau. Totally agree. It is. And thank you to everybody for making it that way. It's us who are making it that way. Of course, we've had great leadership from the top. Of course, from the top from Seth. Seth is a very positive person. And the person who has been most influential with the fandom, of course, is Tom Costantino. And we're going to go look at that trailer now. Make sure you guys are sub to Doc Civil, and spreading love to friends and family, so entertaining. Yes, sorry, but expert. Except for Lower Decks, I'm out of New Trek. I just can't anymore. Control the IP. Yeah, I enjoyed Prodigy, which is very much for kids, but I thought it was very good. It was a good fit, to be honest. I hear you, Jim. Exactly, says Jim. Says Medallion. Yes, thank you, John. Thank you. A lot of stuff going on. A lot going on in real life stuff. Special birthday stream this Saturday. Good. Resolute's birthday stream. Great. Awesome. Resolute. Make sure you guys are sub to Resolute Germ. Awesome. Great. Thank you for sharing, Resolute. Saturday morning cartoons. Great. All right. Let's go look for you were banned for Twitter. Okay, Doc Civil stepping away. Let's go find that trailer, by the way. Let me go find that trailer. Let's see. I thought for a second I saw two. But no, this is the one. Okay. All right. Let's watch. Let's take some pleasure in watching this. Okay. You do have to approach Lord Dex from a different mindset. Okay. That's his thank you, Sandra. That is he hasn't built he hasn't built the link yet. Okay. Thank you, Sandra. That's Sunday. Do you know the time, Sandra? And let's see. Resolute also has a birthday stream on Saturday morning. Guys. He has put in that link. Alrighty. Here we are. So, whoops. It's surprising how rusty you can get by not streaming for a few weeks. Not like it's hard or anything. It's not hard, but okay. Let's watch this together. Let's watch this together. Excuse me. All right. Let's get a drink. If you guys have brought your upsada, cheers. Drink your upsada, guys. Alrighty. Let's check this out. And by the way, a reminder here, kudos to Seth and the entire crew for not like striking YouTube channels for playing the trailers. One of the things that YouTubers want to do, especially us with the Orville, is to help promote. And when YouTube channels get hit by trying to help promote the show they love, it's such a backwards mentality. And whatever Seth has done to make sure it doesn't happen, it does not happen. So here we go, guys.
Afraid to go in?
Exploration always carries risk. I say we risk it. sir.
Look at that. Look at that.
Toast.
You mean service is just as much about mundane, busy work as it is about adventure?
Where are we going? What the hell?
Good morning, Commander.
Good morning, Lieutenant. You're an interesting species.
You know how to fly one of these things? We're about to find out.
I now command the full might of Krill. Wipe them off the face of the galaxy.
Let me shoot you. You could feel joy, happiness, affection, love.
I can have your heart or your soul.
Show the galaxy that humans are different, that we value life even when our enemies don't.
Just hit the button before you hit the ground. Good luck. If you do the right thing in the here and now, the future has a way of taking care of itself.
Wow. You said it, Clyden. Wow. I gotta say, guys, that was really well done. Wow, that's really well done. Bill's it just brings chills watching that. Let's see what you guys are saying. It's there's no way it's not getting renewed. Are you freaking? There's absolutely no way. I'm sorry. There's nothing that holds a candle to the Orville. There is nothing, especially in the Disney Hulu arsenal. No way. Hey JPRPH1, good to see you. Thank you, Sandra. Birthday stream on Sunday for Raymond and Saturday morning for Resolute. Drink your Ovaltine if you got it. Yeah, it's insidious. It's so weird how YouTube goes after trailer reviews. There are plenty of streaming services out there like Tubi and that a lot of content is ad supported and it's free. Oh, you guys are talking about memories, yes. Yeah, nicely done. Hulu raises prices, really? I don't really. I would be happy to remain subbed to Hulu and or Disney Plus just to support if it meant that they knew we were supporting the Orville. Rest in power, Charlie. Is that the autocorrect or is that you writing it, Medallion? Yes, rest in peace, Charlie. I hate to do this, guys, and I don't want to cheapen the stream by playing other stuff on it, but I got chills with that trailer. I want to watch it one more time. Sorry. I think you guys do too, to be honest. We've watched it like several times, but here we go. And of course, by cheapen the stream, I mean that using the content that's already prepared, that's not technically ours, but this is, of course, the support of the Orville. I got chills. I got to watch it again. Let's watch it again. Here we go.
Afraid to go in?
Exploration always carries risk. I say we risk it.
Take us in.
Aye, sir.
Union service is just as much about mundane, busy work as it is about adventure.
Where are we going? What the hell?
Good morning, Commander.
Good morning, Lieutenant. You're an interesting species.
You know how to fly one of these things? We're about to find out.
I now command the full might of Krill. Wipe them off the face of the galaxy.
Let me shoot you! You could feel joy, happiness, affection, love.
I can have your heart or your soul.
Show the galaxy that humans are different, that we value life even when our enemies don't.
Just hit the button before you hit the ground. Good luck.
Rest in power, Charlie.
If you do the right thing in the here and now, the future has a way of taking care of itself.
Dolly. Gotta love that. Hooray! Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Yeah, listen. I'm gonna be blunt. There's no fucking way the Orville's not getting renewed. I'm sorry. There's no freaking way the Orville's not getting renewed. Absolutely not. It's not happening. What do we got to do? It's interesting. I haven't pushed the rewatch campaign much lately because I know that a lot of the hardcore fans have already done it and let it run and run and run. I've done it. Maria's done it. We've all done it. So I don't like, you do want to maintain, like, we do want to eventually go back and watch stuff and have it not be watch too many times to be able to enjoy it. Right. But listen, but you know what, if you can have it running on in the background, you can kind of just enjoy the Orville ambiance, right? You can enjoy the Orville ambiance, guys, and not necessarily, you don't have to always pay attention to it 100% on that run through. You just like kind of have it going, and you're kind of just enjoying this little Orville party at your house while you're doing other stuff. So that's the way I recommend us fans do it now, because we want to preserve it, but we do want to watch it and we can enjoy it. I suggest that people do that. Dolly. I mean, she literally was blown up by a huge reactor explosion. Says Medallion. Yeah. Okay, that was just up my watch count on the trailer from 12 to 14. So should I? Do the ones without sound that right now do those count, Todd? Should I watch season 3? What do you mean? Should I? Eric, what are you doing, Eric? Eric, I'm gonna come over. I'm coming over, Eric. What do you mean? Should you watch season 3? You haven't watched it yet, Eric. I want everybody to unsub to Base God 14. Unsub to Base God 14 until he says he's watched it. Of course, I'm kidding. Kinda kidding. I'm just kidding. No, don't unsub to Base God. But dude, Eric, listen, knowing you, Eric, I know exactly what you're gonna say. You're gonna think it's really high quality. As a filmmaker, you're gonna really enjoy it. There's gonna be 1 or 2 points where you're gonna say, "Oh, this is woke," but it's not really a big deal. It's not. It's just Seth presents all the arguments, various sides to all the arguments. And you're going to enjoy it and you're going to appreciate it. So do it, watch it. And that's my advice to you, Eric, because I know you, Eric. Hey, Robert, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you, Robert. Let's see. Let's get back on track. Yeah, my wife leaves for work in the morning before I do. I have Orville playing on Disney Plus in the back in the living room and playing on Hulu in the bedroom. No way. That's awesome, dude. Wow, that's devotion. That's devotion, Nate. Hey, about they can tell if it's a rewatch on the same television or device. Does it matter if it's several times on the same TV? John, I don't know. If anybody knows, can you answer that John's question? I think I wonder if it's counted by account or is it counted by device? That's a good question. Can anybody answer that? Can anybody answer that? By the way, while we I'm going to leave that question up in case anybody can answer it. By the way, I do want to thank Dr. O, because Dr. O made the coolest thing. Watch this. Some of you guys saw it. Look at this. Oh, wait. Wait a second. Because I just posted it. I was going to post an earlier version of it, but Dr. O, he's a champ. Look at what he did. Where did it go? So very cool. So very cool what Dr. O did. So thank you. Just want to say thank you to Dr. O for putting this together. Last minute, by the way. He just threw it at me before we look at that. Isn't that cool? Wow, Latchkuuuuuuuum, be afraid. Orville Nation Pictures. He does, by the way, he does like some when Dr. O does something, he does like some incredible detail on stuff. Presented the film by the entire Orville Nation, chat moderators, subscribers. Look at that. Awesome. He put everybody in there. Latchkuuuuuuuum night. Look at that. That's awesome. Wow. That's awesome. Story by Seth MacFarlane. That's awesome. The wrenches. Awesome chat moderators. Look at that. Tom Costantino, edited by Tom Costantino. I wish. Clothes people. Clothes custom designer. Clothes people are wearing. Look at that from The Fly. Look at that. Wow. Wow. So appropriate for Halloween. We're going to use that one for October. So thank you to Dr. O. Wow. Hey, douchebag. Every watch of the show, you see things. Yeah, and every rewatch of the show, you see new things. I still see new things, and you know what? We're pretty much always gonna see new things on every rewatch. Most likely. Yeah. Eric. Eric, she's getting her chancla. Sorry, I'm a little behind. Yeah, everybody's reprimanding Eric. I think more effective than a rewatch campaign should be on Disney for a Blu-ray release and official merch. Yeah, there is there is the Hulu store merch now, and the Blu-ray is that is good. That is a good idea. Yeah, I think people would buy. I think people are really into physical media for especially for the holidays. I agree with Resolute on that. Overload those Orville streaming servers from too many requests. Yes. Don't forget the hashtag. Make sure the renewal on the and all of your media. Make sure it stays trending. Yeah. Let's keep using the hashtag renew the Orville. Been beaten up so many times by new content. Actually, I had to watch the last 2 seasons of Cobra Kai back to back to get caught up. Damn it, Eric. What you doing? I'm glad I hope you enjoyed it though. Those are two good seasons to watch back to back. That's awesome. That's a great binge, man. So Nate says account minutes, match, watch, not device or account. Oh, account minutes. That's interesting. Thank you. So thank you, Nate, for sharing that. So it's account minutes. So it's minutes watched. Thank you. That is great information. Thank you, Nate. Nate knows for doing that. Yeah, that's great. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. The fly. And this is coming out of the fly breaking out of the Latchkuuuuuuum. Spider leg comes out of the Latchkuuuuuuum. Yeah. Oh, it's a spider leg from the spider creatures. Could be from the spidery creatures from the Orville episode, season 3. I'm sure they have several ways of counting the watch breakdown, each used by different groups inside Disney to argue their own point of view. That is a good point too, Resolute. They probably have different. What was the word? Different. Yes, they probably have different ways of measuring. Yeah. Sorry, different. What the hell is it? Well, I'm not different variables. It's not the right word I'm looking for. Yeah, they have different things they're measuring. Absolutely. Hello, Planetary Union, Planetary Federation of Unions. I hope they finally release some Blu-rays and 4K of the Orville. Oh yeah. Let's hope we get that. Nielsen ratings used, minutes watched. Okay. Wow. So congrats, many congrats to Tom Costantino for putting together this amazing whoops. Oh, okay. All right. So amazing stuff done by I assume this is probably just put together by Tom Costantino, and amazing stuff. By the way, we have a few guests lined up for the fall already. We have to iron out some dates. We have some guests lined up for the fall. And I know the fall has begun, but we still have ways to go. So we're going to find the appropriate dates for, and they are guests that are very appropriate for the Orville channel. You'll see why. They're very appropriate. So that is coming. And yeah, different metrics. Maybe that's the word. Thank you, Nate. Standards of measurement. Yeah, thank you guys. Oh, brain freeze. Thank you guys. Yeah, metrics. Maybe it was metrics. It was different, but metrics works. I want to say something else, but metrics works. Okay, guys. See ya. Okay, John. Good to see you, John Sabola. Have a good night. Criteria. Yeah, thank you, Dega. Now, let's see. Guys, don't forget to pick up a book of listen, this is a great Christmas present. Now is the time to do your Christmas shopping. Get that Christmas shopping out of the way. Go to this link that I'm putting in right now. And I am the worst friend in the world, but I do talk them up. I'm the worst friend in the world because I haven't read it yet myself. But this is a link to Adega's Amazon page, and check it out. You definitely want to do your Christmas shopping now. Get it done. Get it out of the way. your fellow nerd in your family will appreciate. Let's see. This is you guys can see this, right? Yep. That is the Blood Witch, 17.99 paperback. Wow. Let's see. Children of the Directive. Awesome. These are that's a hardcover. Children of the Directive. I saw one of the hardcovers for Evolution. It looks fabulous. This is the paperback for Evolution. You guys are going to want to check this stuff out. Wait. The hardcover for Evolution is here too. Look at that cover, guys. Looks amazing. By the way, when you delve into Adega's world, you will be thoroughly entertained. You will not be bored. You will see science fiction concepts that are actually well thought out. So I insist you guys check that out. Dega's laughing. Alrighty. And now we can continue because JRC's back. There you go. All right. Let's see. A few more things. Yeah, exactly what I wanted to do. All right. I did want to talk about briefly. I do want to mention a few things. Don't forget, guys. Listen. One of the exec producers, Abe Joe Malassi, says it's great. It's great. That's true. They've executive producer Stargate, Joe Malassi, creator of Dark Matter, Utopia Falls, and a whole bunch of other stuff. If Joe Malassi says it's great for sure. Yeah, those are that's a heavyweight opinion right there. Joe's picky. Joe's picky, and about his own writing, about other people's writings, he's picky. So make sure you guys are hitting that a link I just put in the chat. That one right there. 10 comments ago. All right. I do want to share one more thing. Listen, I do want to mention this. We are focused on the Orville, but we love to talk sci-fi. I do want to share this idea, guys. Executive producer of Stargate, Martin Garrow, is doing a bang-up job with what a lot of us thought was an impending disaster. What most fans thought was an impending disaster. I kid you not. People were already writing this show off. They were already writing Quantum Leap off. And Martin Garrow has done something so respectful to the original Quantum Leap, for Sam and Al, the characters of Sam and Al and Al's family. This show that they're doing is really a love letter to the original, a love letter and a continuation to the original Quantum Leap. It's understandable why they don't. If you follow the story, it's understandable why they don't. They don't necessarily need Bakula at the beginning of this. They will need him eventually, and I got to be completely honest. I think they're gonna get him. This is the whole thing is looking. The whole thing. This is Quantum Leap continued, and yes, they've introduced a new team. They've expanded on certain characters that already existed. Ernie Hudson's character is a continued character. I don't want to give too much away, but very, very respectful. I do want to personally ask people to keep an open mind about this, and give it a shot, because they're when things are done with respect, as Doomcock says, we accept. When things are done with respect, we accept. You can like it more, you could like it less, but listen, when things are done with respect, they're done with respect. And so much so that their initial 12 episode season is now an 8. They got 6 more episodes added on by NBC Peacock, and it looks like they are off to a excellent first season. So yeah, so what's the story with this? Hey Glinda, what's the story? Douchebag says, I thought Bakula passed. He passed because he wasn't in, because he is part of a greater story. Of course, the thing is though that this story is all around Sam. Like literally the whole story is around Sam. Sam Beckett, the original character. So the way the story is written, Sam is still out there, right? Sam is still out there, lost out there somewhere, and it looks like this new team is basically going to try to find Sam. And the way there's an incrementing series of revelations. It is very, listen, it's very TV. How do I say it? It's very 80s TV. But it's nice. It's refreshing to see just a decent story, good story, and the greater story behind. There's that greater story behind every. There's every episode is a leap, right? So there's that single episode, but there's also now there's that greater story arc. Well, there was that greater story arc before too, because I mean Sam was trying to get home. But now there's that greater story arc of not just trying to get the new protagonist home, Ben home as well, but they're also trying to get. It looks like they're probably trying to get Sam home too. The new Quantum Leap is okay, but they haven't really taken any chances yet. Their basic stories so far. That's true. We'll see. If they have now 18 episodes to go, we will see how they handle almost full season of regular television, broadcast television. Respectful, remember that was the norm, handing down legacy show instead of taking it for granted and insulting the old one. Yeah, it was the old families. Yeah, this was done so well. And what does not surprise me about this, what does not surprise me about this? And this is something that Joe Malazzi explained to us. The tone that Brad Wright set at Stargate, this has Martin Garrow being kind of one of some everybody under in a way is kind of been mentored in some way by Brad Wright there, and Martin Garrow I think is no different. You see the tone of respect. I see Brad Wright's influence in indirectly here, of course. It's obviously Martin Garrow doing a just bang up job, and obviously Martin Garrow was somebody who was there at Stargate, and it's somebody that Joe pointed out so many times to us in our rewatch of Dark Matter. By the way, Dark Matter Mondays is going to continue, but I'm working out a new format, which is to be announced. Let me just say that. It's going to be slightly different format for Mondays, for Dark Matter Mondays. It's going to be shorter, and then people can go ahead and watch, do for full rewatches of our run through with Joe afterwards. So, well, there's more to be said on Dark Matter Mondays. Okay. Scott is probably, yeah, you did see Scott wishing them well right before the show started. I think that something. I think that probably when he's been reading, I think that probably Scott is now in a different place than he was initially. Of course, we saw the Popcast guys having talked to Shane, talked to Scott Bakula's publicist at first, and he made it very clear that Scott wanted to do the show, continue the show. He probably did not see himself continuing it in this way. This has great potential though, because it's going to bring back Scott at some point, and it's expanding on the Quantum Leap universe by introducing new characters, new situations, a lot of background story. There are people, I don't want to give away, but there's people who are in the new cast who are continuation characters in some ways. So anyway, I know I'm talking this up a lot, but I just want to say that when we see stuff done properly, or at the very least, you might agree less or more with what they're doing. The intention is very clear. The intention of respect is very clear. We must support this on some level. Let's just say that any classic show or movie, comic series, etc., that has a post 2015 remake automatically a disaster. This is not JRC. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. It has its fingerprint of 2022, but it's, I don't know, I feel it kind of takes me back a little bit, to be honest. Let's see. And I mean, genuinely respect, not fake pandering to subvert and change it. Yeah. Oh my God, there's so much fake pandering to the audience. Yeah, member berries and pandering to yeah, absolutely. There's plenty of that. Yeah, and changing it. I'm sorry, I didn't read the whole comment. Not fake pandering to subvert and change it later to your own vision. Yeah, kind of way. Yeah. Just like end up rebranding the product, right? Yeah. It's not a remake. Actually, when you watch, there's been 4 episodes now of Quantum Leap. When you watch, especially after episode 4, I'm going to be completely honest. This is after you're watching episode 4, it's really starting to feel like season 6 of Quantum Leap. I think there were 5 before, right? So I think it's really starting to feel just like a continuation. It's a continuation. This is good. This is not bad, Eric. You might like it less, you might like more, but it's not bad. Dr. Omega, always right move to continue a legacy property than a reboot. Yes. Well said, Dr. Omega. And we were showing off your I don't know if you were in here before, Dr. Omega, but we were showing off your artwork before. Thank you. That was beautiful artwork. I hope I didn't jump the gun there by using it too early. DJ Ronnie, good to see you. Dark Matter is pretty cool. Dark Matter is awesome. Dark Matter deserves season 4. What a cliffhanger they left us on. And of course, the cast. Totally fall in love with the cast of Dark Matter. Great characters. It has so much to do with Joe Malazzi. Ghostbusters proved that more than anything, Doctor. Yes, they did. Yes, it did. Do the new Ghostbusters, yeah. Let's be honest. Actors always are looking for a job, so they have to be diplomatic to production teams. They do. I mean, Scott's in a place where he can pick and choose. I think, it's interesting because Scott's seen it on paper, but now that he's seeing it on the screen, And he may have seen a little bit on screen before too. They probably did. I don't be surprised if Scott's already signed on in some way or form. And that search for Scott, it's not very search for Spock, search for Scott, search for Sam, that search for Sam Beckett, ideally should take a while. And then ideally, when they find Sam Beckett, hopefully he could be integrated into the show in a brand new dynamic with the current cast. It's been a long road getting from here after all. Yes, it has. Yes, well said, Robert. Quantum Leap is literally lightning in a bottle. There was a secret sauce to that show's success, and secret sauce got back in the Dean Stockwell. Yes, by the way, they're being very, very respectful to the character of Al. The actress who played his girlfriend is now his wife, his widow. I don't know. It's just they're doing their best, and it's nice to see. It might work out better or for worse. It is nice to see a team that's just really doing their best. All right, guys. I've talked this up a lot. Except the case of X-Files, because some of the comeback seasons sucked. I liked a few of those episodes. I would love to see more X-Files if it was good. Yeah, well, the Battlestar. Listen, it also has to do with the care you put into something. It was surprisingly the reboot for Battlestar was done surprisingly well. Scott needs to sing more. Would love to see Dark Matter season 4. Much wishing Star Trek Enterprise season 5. Oh yeah, Star Trek Enterprise needs. That was cut off way too early. Way too early. Hashtag Dark Matter season 4. Yes. Quantum Leap 3. The search for Scott. Yeah. I'm behind in the chat. Yes, Medallion. Man, I love Dean Stockwell. Yeah, Dean Stockwell, man. Jeez. Wasn't it great? We got to see Galinda. Wasn't it great that we got to see Dean Stockwell and Scott Bakula together on Enterprise in that episode? He was like the alien warden of a prison, I think, right? Wasn't that it? Again, guys, I hate to almost say this out loud, but there's going to be a time when there's change. There's change in the reins of Trek. What if it begins now? I'm not saying it is. And it's still under the Kurtzman umbrella. But you never know. You never know if somebody like somebody who actually worked under Berman. We'll see. With Terry Metalis. We'll see if somebody worked under Berman. We'll see if he's a potential person to someday be in a position to someday there will be a moment where there will be a time when Kurtzman's not there anymore. It'll happen. So there's a certain irony here. I think Enterprise would have been way better if it was tech-wise like BSG reboot. Interesting art. Hello, Dan Crane. Good to see you, Dan Crane. Yeah, it was one of my favorite with Dean Stockwell, right? Listen, Brandon Braga's work is fantastic. One of the reasons the Orville's doing well is because because of Brandon Braga. And Enterprise is a very underrated show, in my opinion. It had a lot of stuff was going on during the years of Enterprise too. A lot of stuff in real life stuff was going on. And a lot of stuff was going on with UPN and CBS, and a lot of stuff was going on in the world, you know, and terrorism and stuff. And so, yeah. Dr. May didn't like the reboot of Battlestar. I've no idea, no faith in them. I'm sorry. The reason I mispronounce words is because I'm reading them. I have this little program that pops up and reads and puts it up in a different language, and sometimes I don't quite hit on the word. I have no faith in the Picard season 3 because they can bring Gene Roddenberry from Great Beyond as. Are you using like voice voice texting? Because it says Roddenberry. And as long as Kurtzman is the one in charge. Yeah, listen to that. There's going to be a time where he's not going to be in charge, and there's going to be a time where people are going to be positioning to get him out, and they might need to fill the void. Who knows? Who might fill that void? No, douchebag. Are you kidding? I don't know. Anyway, well, everybody's allowed to their opinion. When show this trailer, loved it. I'd rather they carry on with the Orville. Oh no, yeah. No, Brandon's got to continue the Orville. Brandon, right? Yeah, for sure. All right, guys. Oh, Maria, super sticker. Thank you, Maria, for the super sticker. Let's look at what Maria gave us, the super sticker. That was very nice. Thank you, Maria. Maria, can you go ahead and put in the link again to your stream? To your pumpkin stream? Maria's got a lot of Halloween stuff coming. Maria's got a lot of cooking stuff. I see, I know what she's like what's on the back burner. And as her channel grows, you're gonna love it. Maria's got that new ninja thing that who knows, maybe she'll get a ninja what is her ninja what is the word, a ninja patron for her channel. Thank you for the banana. We no longer fear the banana. Thank you, Maria. Thank you. Enterprise unfortunately was on the wrong network, and mixed messaging about the series when they prequel to Star Trek. Yeah, there were it had its difficulties. I really enjoy Star Enterprise though. I can put in Enterprise and watch it any day of the week. I really like Enterprise. Okay. Geek says, Nate says it had no soul. Battlestar Galactica remake had no soul. Well, season 2, we were talking before Planetary Federation of we were talking before how season 2 basically the showrunner Terry Matalas was basically the showrunner on paper. Hopefully we'll see if he gets to do something he wanted to do now. I do believe Trek should have fresh blood, but ones that still get and respect the legacy that came before, that can do it right. Going back to Berman and Braga is not the answer, says Medallion. Okay. Medallion says, don't go back to Berman and Braga. Everyone likes to bag on Braga, but he's a great writer. Sorry over rocks, TNG rock. Maybe not really a story is fantastic, but he is a great writer. I agree. He's a great writer. But right now, Disney, they need to renew the Orville. Yeah. I still fear bananas, says Doc. Planetary Union, Federation of Unions, we all know the cancellation was. Yeah, we do know it was linked to less movie. How do you listen? Somebody who flat out tells you they don't like science fiction, and one of their premier products is Star Trek. Jesus Christ, what a recipe for disaster that is. Oh gosh, with the wrong person to be in charge, man. Ugh. When I saw the credits for that 24 telefilm that preceded the series return after that year off air due to this writer strike, I saw in the opening credits 4 words that sickened me. A few others, says douchebag. Oh, douchebag. Okay. He doesn't like Braga. Season 2 of Picard really shit the bed worse than Bernstein. I'm sorry, that Amber Heard. Okay. Where's that Amber Heard? Yeah, Picard 2 was season 2 was I don't even know what was going on. What Picard season 2 is god awful. Big mistake. The Manfield, or I personally enjoy the show. I think it's the beginning of the end of his tenure at Paramount. Interesting. What Picard season 2 did to the Borg, I generally was dumbfounded. Oh gosh. Let's see if I actually liked it. Yeah, yeah. What can you say? What can you say about Picard season 2? All right, ladies and gents, it has been a blast to be back streaming. I think it's the Orville. The Orville. All right, this is my 2 cents before we wrap up on the Orville. I think the Orville is getting renewed, but we can't lighten up. We need to show more support than ever. Because it also means that even though there may be intention to renewing the Orville, I think there is. Seth also needs the right budget. And what if it can get renewed for 1 or 2 seasons, like Todd was pointing out? So there's a lot going on in the dynamics. So even though it's a no-brainer to renew the Orville, let's give Seth the support he needs to Seth and crew, the support they all need to get Orville season 4 off the ground in the best under the best possible conditions. Right? We want to give the Orville season 4 deserves the best possible conditions. Seth has bent over backwards to make the Orville happen the first 3 seasons, and it's more than a proven concept. It is a gold mine. The Orville is a freaking gold mine, and it's far better than any sci-fi Disney has going on right now. And of course, it's sad to say that Star Wars is included in that, but the Orville is a very different show, and I dare say it's the quality of the Orville is very different quality. So do what Nate does. We got some answers there. It's minutes per account. So leave it, let it go. Go listen. You know what you can do? Go take a nap. And I got a little thing here. 1 second. Where is it? Can I find it? Go take a nap and leave it playing. And I'm going to end the stream with this. Wait. So go take a nap, leave it playing, Leave it playing on your desk. There you go. All right. This is what I want to show. Okay. I'm just preparing it. There you go. Okay. This is what I wanted to show. So go take a nap. And where is it? Oh, okay. There we go. There it is. Go take a nap. Leave the computer on the desk. Playing the Orville. And like George Costanza, just get some Z's. Leave the computer on the table. Go under your desk to your super nap. Your super nap desk there. Yes, George has the right idea. So let do what Nate does. Leave it going. It and the best thing about Hulu or Disney Plus, try to do it on Disney Plus, guys. It'll just go from one show from one episode to the next one, so it'll keep playing while you're dreaming of the Orville. It'll just keep playing and playing. I'm on duty all night, so I can't. It's Jersey. Oh, okay, man. All right, guys. So I want to thank everybody. Hey, Ben Thatcher, good to see you. Given how few paid accounts Disney Plus apparently actually has, watching those minutes on a paid account probably helps. That is a good point, Ben Thatcher. Watching it on a paid account will probably help. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, there's a lot of Disney accounts that are kind of that come with your phone contract or come with some other package deal. Of course, you could technically Disney can say they're getting a couple cents on or whatever they're getting for that package deal, but they break down the numbers. But alrighty. Yes, Dr. Mega is in the house. Thank you, Dr. Mega, for doing. Oh my God, we were talking about that before, Dr. Mega. I want Orville presence at Disney parks. Absolutely. I want an Orville ride. I want forget this little Star Wars land that they made up. I want a Planetary Union headquarters at Disney World. And the Orville. And yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, guys. I want to say hello. Thank you to everybody. Let me just thank you to everybody, guys. Hey, William Jackson, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. I want to say hello to everybody who's been joining us. It's great to be back. Yes, it was very intense during the Orville premiere, and we had too much going on. So thank you, Nate. Thank you, Medallion. Giant costume outfits passing by guests. Thank you, William Jackson. Thank you, Todd, JRC, Ben Thatcher, Bass God, not Bass God, he's not some guy, he's not a YouTuber who has a fishing channel. He's a guitar player who's a sci-fi fan. Bass God 14, Retro Rogues co-creator Eric Bass God. Medallion, thank you for joining us. Dr. Omega, thank you for that great artwork, Dr. Omega. You are the best. I don't even know what to say. Dr. Omega, thank you, Dr. Omega. John DeMarco and all his Luminites. Galinda. Let me just make sure. Douchebag Kylo, thank you for joining us. JRC, I'm repeating names. I just want to make sure I don't leave anybody out. Planetary Federation of Unions. Captain Fandom Nerd is out there somewhere. Dig is out there somewhere. Nate. Let's see. Let me just go back. Dan Crane, thank you for joining us. We had a lot of people in here tonight. And I'm going back as far as I can to make sure we mention everybody. So many people. Ladislao, Diga. Thank you, everybody. Maria Tiantelli, DJ Ronnie, Resolute Germ. Resolute Germ has a birthday stream on Saturday. Sandra and Raymond have a special birthday stream on Sunday. Captain Fandom Nerd, John Sapola. Thank you to everybody who has been in here. Landislau. And I cannot go any further back. So I want to thank everyone who's in here. You guys have a great night. Long live the Orville. And really, guys, do what you can. Rack up those minutes on your accounts watching the Orville. Don't forget, when you go to sleep, leave the Orville playing. Thank you, Dr. Omega. Thank you, my friend. You didn't have to do that. Do so much, Dr. Omega, to help many of us. Let's see. I just want to see what the super sticker is. Where'd it go? Oh, Z's. Yes. Sleeping. Yes. Don't forget. You're taking a nap. If you're taking a nap, you're watching the Orville. If you're going to sleep at night, you're watching the Orville. Leave it running. JRC99, thank you for the fist bump. Thank you, thank you, JRC, for that super chat, my friend. Thank you, guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Long live the Orville. Thank you to everybody. Have a great night, guys. Great morning, great night, wherever you are.
We're about to enter unexplored space. I know you're all just as excited as I am, so let's give this everything we got, and may the Force be with you.
Good night, guys.